sweet friends, my name is Birdie and I'm your friendly neighborhood forest witch, and in today's video I am going to be decorating my altar for Irish Heritage Day, also better known here in the United States as St. Patrick's Day. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that my favorite holiday is Irish Heritage Day, and I absolutely love anything dealing with Ireland. So the folklore, the music, the beauty of the island itself, the culture, etc. So I thought it would be fun to put that passion back into my altar and decorate it all things green and prosperous. But I wanted to tell you a little bit of a story. So, and I think I've told this, at least part of this, in a video in past years, but my sister's father had adopted me when I was 2 years old, and so I grew up with the maiden name that is very Irish. So growing up, people just automatically assumed that I was Irish, and come to find out, I don't have a lot of Irish in me. I just have a little bit, but thank goodness for that little bit, because like I said, I absolutely love Ireland. But as far as this special story, so back in my childhood home in Cumberland, Maryland, there was this day where it had just rained and then the sun started shining, and all of a sudden this beautiful rainbow occurred right in front of my childhood home. Well, everybody always wonders when there's a rainbow if there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And this is the magical part. The ending of the rainbow was right in front of my childhood home. And I kid you not, the rain looked like droplets of gold. It was the most magical experience probably that I have ever had in my entire life. I went out and I played in the rain and it was just falling down like gold glitter, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And I think that was probably the turning point to me where I really started becoming passionate about Ireland and its folklore, because of that beautiful experience of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I just thought I would share that little magical story with you. So now, without further ado, let's get to decorating my altar. So if you missed the video where I decorated my altar for Lupercalia, this is what it currently looks like. So I'm going to be taking all of this down, and I typically will physically clean my altar of any dirt, ash, etc. And then I'll also cleanse the altar. So sometimes I'll do that using sound with a bell or a sound bowl. Other times I'll use an aura spray or a smoke cleanse. But today I'm going to be using this oil from the Witch's Roots box called Wheel of Fortune. I thought that would be appropriate for my Irish themed altar. So let's go ahead and take all this Lupercalia decor down and get to cleansing. Now that we have the altar all cleaned and cleansed, let's start bringing in the green. And this is how the altar turned out. I think it is so magical. I am absolutely in love with it. So let's go through some of the items here and I'll let you know where I got them. So this little flag in the back with the lad on there, I had found that on Temu. This cute little fairy I found at Home Goods, I believe it was last year. This thing here I had found at a thrift store. The little fairy door, I believe I had found that at Target at the dollar spot a few years back. These 4-leaf clover picks I had got from Dollar Tree. This garland here, that was probably Home Goods or TJ Maxx. And then I have my crystals here, so let's go through what each of those mean. These two crystals are aventurine, and aventurine is an energy amplifying stone that can aid in manifestation, so I thought they would be great for this altar, and they also attract prosperity and good fortune. They also enhance creativity and strengthen leadership skills, and it's often used as a mood booster that can contribute to better vitality and happiness, and of course they are both Irish themed with the 4-leaf clover and the Celtic knot. So I thought those were perfect for this altar. Then this stone here is a serpentine. And serpentine has a strong connection to Mother Earth and can strengthen your bonds with the environment around you. And of course, it's this beautiful green color. Then I also have this little mushroom agate. So agate is a grounding stone and has several different healing effects. It also helps with self-truth and builds self-esteem and confidence. And then down here, this wreath and then this 3-leaf clover I had purchased from Target in the dollar spot, I think last year or the year before. This Bridges cross is from the Witch's Roots box. This one back here I had just found at a thrift store and I was super excited about that. That was such a lucky find. And then this tray here is from the Target dollar spot, I believe, or maybe it was the Walmart dollar spot. I can't remember, but I had gotten it last year. This little precious set with the lambs and the lady who reminds me of Bridget are from Temu. Then I have this little glass dish that I picked up from the thrift store and this cute little 3-leaf clover candle. Those might have been, it came in a set of 3 or 4 and those came from a thrift store. And oh, this bell, this ring for luck, this came from Dollar Tree a few years ago. And then if you've seen any of my altar decorate with me's, you'll know that I always place books on my altar as well. So let's go through what books I have. So the first one is actually the book that I chose for March for my witchy book review. So the review for this will be coming out here at the end of March, but it's the Mist-Filled Path, Celtic Wisdom for Exiles, Wanderers, and Seekers by Frank McEwen. And I am about a quarter of a way through and I am absolutely loving it. Next is Celtic Spirituality, An Introduction to the Sacred Wisdom of the Celts by Philip Freeman. And then last but not least is Kindling the Celtic Spirit by Mara Freeman. So these two, Mara Freeman and Philip Freeman, I haven't read yet, but I am super excited to get into those after I finish this one. So definitely stay tuned for the review on this one because I think it's going to be a good one. But now, before I end this video, I'd like to pull a card for everyone for Irish Heritage Day from this Celtic Magic deck. So let's go ahead and do that and see what card we get. Now, while I was recording, 3 cards actually jumped out. I was initially only going to choose 1 card for everybody, but 3 came out. So I guess we're going to do all 3 of these, but we got the Ghillie Shoes reversed, Anam Cara. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I love this card. So beautiful. And this one's upright. And then we also got the Lament reversed. So let's look at the book here. Now, this set I actually found at Barnes & Noble in the clearance section, and it's brand new. I have not opened it until now, so I'm not really familiar with this deck yet. So let's see what all of these cards mean according to this little booklet here. So for Ghillie Shoes, it says autonomy, freedom, go your own way. So it tells us a little bit about the ghillie shoe. It says ghillie shoes, or brigadoon shoes as they are also called, are soft black dancing shoes, usually made from calf leather. Similar in style to ballet slippers, ghillie shoes have laces that crisscross over the foot and tie around the ankle. They are worn by Highland and Scottish country dancers. In a card reading, the ghillie shoes indicate that it is time to go your own way and choose your own path. If you have been struggling to find your independence and autonomy, this card suggests that you will soon break free of whatever constrains you, as you finally learn how to dance to your own tune. It can be far too easy to just go along with what other people expect of you, even when you know that you want something different. This is especially the case if you are following in someone else's footsteps or trying to fill someone else's shoes, in your career or in your family-run business, for instance. When was the last time you felt that you were striding out boldly on a path of your own choice? When was the last time you stepped out of line and into freedom? The ghillie shoes card serves as a reminder that you have no shoes to fill other than your own. I absolutely love that. So not only does it tell you a brief history of what is on the card, but also what the card means. And then really this last part here, you could journal about those questions. So I absolutely love that. So it's not really set up as reversed or upright, so we don't have to worry about that. Now let's check out what the Anam Cara card means. So that is right here, and it means soulmates, love, and destiny. So Anam Cara means soul friend, but there is much more to this expression than friendship. This is the card of soulmates and twin flames, or a union that was written in the stars and was always meant to happen. When it comes up in a reading, it indicates that there is a big love on the cards for you. It could be your current partner, or it could indicate that someone new is about to appear, someone you just can't stay away from. However, Anam Cara relationships rarely run smoothly. There will be bumps in the road and obstacles that test your love for each other along the way. These are not easy relationships to navigate, and you might be tempted to call it a day and go with an easier option instead. Because there is so much to overcome, it can feel impossible and overwhelming at times. Bear in mind, though, that the paths of you and your Anam Cara will keep crossing, because this is a relationship that was predestined before birth. However tough it gets, this person will always be a part of you, and you owe it yourself to give it your very best shot. The reward will be a love like no other, one that will see you through thick and thin in spite of the odds being stacked against you. Oh, I love that card. That is beautiful. And then last but not least is the Lament, which stands for loss, sorrow, and melancholy. A lament is a vocal or musical expression of deep sorrow or sadness. Often played by the clan piper, a lament was a signal that some great tragedy had occurred, such as the death of the chief. Traditionally, the piper walks away from the scene while playing his lament, symbolizing death and the passing of the deceased spirit as his music fades away. In some places, this is the cue for the women to begin keening, or the ullaloo, which is a form of non-lyrical singing for the dead or for sorrow itself. The lament in a card spread means that a time of sadness and sorrow must be endured. This could be brief, such as a low mood or depression, or it could refer to something more serious, such as an illness or heartbreak. Take courage, however, for this is a temporary affliction. The saying, "the only way out is through," definitely applies here, meaning you need to follow yourself to feel all the emotions the situation brings up before you can heal and recover. Go easy on yourself. Indulge in self-care practices. Tough times come to all of us and are a natural aspect of life. Cry when you need to, and keen if you want to. Keening to the sea can be especially therapeutic, and lament your losses, blessed be. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. So let me know, did any of these 3 cards speak to you, or did all 3 of them speak to you? Let me know down in the description if you're willing to share. I would love to know and start a conversation about that. But I hope you all enjoyed seeing my beautiful Irish Heritage Day altar. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous and I am in love with it. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, friends. Bye.